A lot of women saying they waiting on their Boaz. But Ruth, let's get into it. Ruth would have looked crazy in her day. Shoot, she would have looked crazy today, if we're being real. Instead of going back home to her family when her husband passed, she left everything she knew to follow her widowed mother-in-law into a land she did not know, with no job, with no promise of a husband, with no security, with no promise of a future whatsoever, just radical obedience. And can we talk about how Naomi told Ruth to position herself before Boaz? This wasn't normal. Yes, the role of a kinsman redeemer was under God's law. However, a woman directly presenting herself to the man, that was not customary. That was bold. It was risky. It was countercultural. Still, Ruth humbled herself and obeyed anyway. She dressed up, went in the middle of the night, and when Boaz laid down to rest, she laid at Boaz's feet as a sign of ultimate submission and pulled his cloak over her as a sign to say, I'm asking you to take responsibility over me under God's law. That's what she did. Stop romanticizing the text, ladies. This wasn't romance. It was radical obedience. She risked her reputation, how it might have looked to others. She positioned herself when no one else understood. And God divinely ordered her steps. He honored her obedience. The promise didn't just show up. And no, Ruth wasn't just twiddling her fingers waiting. She had to participate in it. Only her radical steps of obedience, even when it went against everything she was ever taught, was the only way she was able to unlock the promise.